Hello, my dear viewers. Welcome to this reading. This reading is for all Cancer, and it's for the month of November, a little bit over 2025. My dear Cancer, this is all about your money, your work, your career, your finances, everything you need to know about your money from November and a little bit over 2025. So I'd like to welcome you each and every one of you. Thank you all for being here. I'm in gratitude to those of you who are supporting me, and especially those of you who are watching one or two extra videos per week in support of my health. I'm in absolute gratitude for that. I'd like to convey my best wishes to each and every one of you and best regards. And now let us begin. Let's see what are two most important messages for all Cancer. I'm going to be cutting twice. So the first one, it says there's a new passage, a new pathway, a new doorway opens that's going to be very bringing you a lot of success. I was going to say adventure, but no, it's not adventure, it's success. A lot of success coming to you very soon when this new idea or new passage or new job or new action that you will take. And that is amazing. Success to the highest level. The second one, it says there's going to be a new beginning that's going to be filled with abundance. It's going to be a rewarding time after you finish a chapter that was very difficult and you put up with a lot, you sacrificed a lot. You compromised a lot, and now finally it's over. You are going to be set in this beautiful new beginning where it's going to give you a lot to be grateful for. That is beautiful. Good news. Now I'm going to take two messages from another deck, which is all about something you've been thinking about and pondering about and wondering what the best course of action is. We're going to get some answers or some advice for all Cancerians. Let's have a look at two messages. I'll cut twice. So the first one, look at that, abundance. Just like I said, this new passage is bringing you abundance. Absolute abundance is coming your way. This is incredible. This is it. This new beginning is going to bring you abundance. It goes without saying. It's all the rewards for all that you have done, everything you've been through. Abundance on its way. And I feel like also this passage has a lot to do with it, because this is also a lot of abundance coming. By the way, this is connected to the Chinese year of the rabbit. Those of you who are born the Chinese year of the rabbit or dealing with someone, and Chinese year of the rooster. So either one, it just shows that they're here. So abundance is on its way. I'll do one more. So if you're starting a new passage and you're wondering, the answer is abundance. So keep going. It says listen to your intuition. Your heart is going to guide you. Your higher self is going to guide you to the right thing, to the right path. So that is great news. Listen to your heart, to your intuition. Okay, so you're set for abundance, and that is great news. Now I'm going to take on a few more different messages. We're going to cut twice this deck and see what else is there for all Cancerians. Wow, there's someone of fire energy that might be very supportive. Usually I see this card as Sagittarius, but it can also be Leo or Aries. This is someone very supportive, fire energy, someone that is going to be by your side or supporting you, or even more. We'll find out exactly what is this energy in regard to you when I clarify the cards. Okay, let's have a look at the second one. My dear Cancer. And it says something is being removed. Something that you have struggled with, put up with. You tried to make it a comfort zone, but there was so much pain and battles. It's all over. A situation is being removed completely out of your life. That's why we've got a new chapter, which, look at this, money is coming in inheritance and a great new beginning. This is wonderful. You see, that's why we've got the new beginning. This is ending, and now we've got a new beginning. So that's what the tower is going to be removing. Whatever is no longer working and it's been too much, it's going. The Four of Pentacles shows unexpected large amount of money that you really have to think about, plan how to proceed, what to do with. Some of you already have an idea. You might buy yourself a business, or you might buy yourself a new passage, a new idea. You might have ideas that you want to do, entrepreneurship, I don't know, but it is possible. This looks to me like a great progressive new beginning. There's a lot of progress here. But the unexpected money is massive and it's ground changing, and that's coming. And this is very much in connection to the abundance. You see how it's synchronized as well. Abundance is coming, and that's what this is all about. Right. So moving on to the next level. And the next level is this other deck, which I will take two. Cutting twice, 2 messages for all Cancer, November onwards. Money, work, career, here we go. And what do we got? We got the 4 of sadness, the 4 of cups, which shows that you're not quite comfortable, you're not happy now. You haven't reached this passage, nothing has opened up yet. You're in the process of going to go through this heartache where you're leaving a chapter. So, but you're not happy. Something is making you feel disconnected and not quite happy. All right, let's have a look. The next one. The next one shows that there is something hidden from you, my dear Cancer. Your higher self is trying to show you in dreams. It's letting you know that there is some spiritual event that's going to happen. There is going to be a doorway that's going to open. It's all a matter of time. Something very spiritual is happening. But it is going to be for your highest good, even though they're removing something from your life. But what's coming is going to be much more better. So yes, you will be grieving the loss of this situation. If it's a person, if it's this fire energy, it might be this fire energy, Sagittarius, Aries, Leo. But ultimately, something wonderful is coming. So that explains that. Now what I'm going to do is take 3 messages, 3 more messages from another deck. And I'll be cutting just once for all Cancer, November. Let's see, what else do you need to know? Oh, did I put them? No, this is turned around. And you know what's incredible? This is this. This is that. So it looks to me, since it's turned around, that means that this is not yet, this new beginning hasn't started yet. It's about to. Because remember, what you don't see happening was here. I put it over here. This wasn't part of this. It was what you don't see coming. You don't see coming the money, and the money that's going to bring you this outstanding new idea that you're going to put into action, and it's going to expand. So that's what's coming. So now you have no idea this is coming. There's no idea in your mind at all. You haven't thought about anything. You're just now not quite happy. So we'll leave this one here. Now the next one. It says there is a situation that's reached an impasse and it's coming to an end. This situation, maybe it is connected to something you were planning to do, maybe with others, and it fell apart. It just reached an impasse. You're not agreeing on anything. And this is something that's coming to an end. Finally, there's one more. And there's the 4 of Cups repeated, that you are very unsatisfied, very unhappy, very sad, and really not happy to do anything now. You're closed up, you're blocked, you're all muddled up, you're not ready to start anything or do any action. So this is going to change, and that's why we've got the Ace of Wands. There's no initiation, there's nothing. You're just fighting for your rights and just keeping your will to continue in this horrific chapter, battling through until it's over. Your hands are tied, you are very restricted, and you don't have much to do, much to say. And that's why this is the heavens letting you know, a new passage, a new beginning, abundance. Listen to your intuition. Your intuition is trying to tell you this is over, this chapter. Something more wonderful is coming. All right, let's take on 3 messages from another deck and see what these 3 messages say. Bear with me. Right. Okay, so I'll take them out, 3 of them maybe, and then talk about them. Or maybe one at a time. It's okay. Wow. You are going to get exactly what you love. And I feel like that's what this is all about. And in connection to the money that's coming, you are going to get exactly what you love, the job you love. Maybe some of you have always dreamed of having your own business, your own entrepreneurship. Well, this is the time you'll be able to get that. You'll be able to get what you need, what you've always wanted, what you've dreamed about. This is that timing. It is all becoming possible. Absolutely possible. Okay, now let's move on to the next level. Getting what you love is really great. Okay, I just want to see something that I'm not seeing properly. Yes. It's all good. Okay, so getting what you love, this is also about emotional spending, being very excited, Maybe because of the money that's coming, it's overwhelming you, this money that's making you so excited, you're overwhelmed. You know now you can start something magnificent, you're happy, you know you're going to be abundant, and you're excited. This is excitement. So emotional spending is when you're really excited and you go overboard, you want to spend, you want to do this, you want to do that because you're ecstatic. So that is great news. And you are being supported. There's joint finances. This fire energy, I feel like they're going to help you. Sagittarius, Aries, Leo. They are going to help you and you are being supported. So support is there. Some of you are having the job that you've always loved, whether it's your own job, working for yourself, entrepreneurship, buying your own shop, buying your own business, or if it is just getting the job that you love. It's going to be that. This is what the golden love is all about. Some of you might be looking at careers to do with guidance, supporting others, counseling, helping others, and dealing with the masses. Okay, now let's take on the second message. And there's going to be expansion. Whatever you do decide to do, there's going to be so much luck and expansion coming your way and so much abundance. The second one, oh my God, luck. Didn't I keep saying luck? Lucky break. Look at this, gambling, good fortune. You are destined for good fortune. Chance, luck, surprises. There is going to be a risky business. You've got to be very careful, but the golden clover does protect you in every way. You will be protected. There's going to be a lucky break. You're finally going to get what you love. This is amazing. This is truly incredible. I feel like everything that was finished or stopping or ending, it's all transcending and changing. And I feel like the beginning of all of this is the money that's coming. The money that's coming, it's taking you to high levels you never even thought were possible. So expectations are going beyond where you are. This is truly magnificent. Okay, so moving on to the next level with the clover. The golden clover is also about finances. It's about career to do with finances. Some of you might be considering working outdoors. You are going to be thinking of a business, but there are surprises and great fortune coming your way with the clover. So that is beautiful. Last one from this deck. And we have the feather. Wow, the feather is all about abundance. Abundance all over the place. Look at this, abundance. Just like we have here, abundance. Do you see that? Abundance in every way, it's coming. And the feathers are to do with the angels, and it is to do with lightheartedness. Being very lighthearted, very easygoing, and easy money, because it's connected to abundance. It is about easy money. Divine intervention also in your life, in your money life. So some of you might be doing easy work. Some of you might be doing light work. Some of you might be even thinking of doing air-related work, like working for, Air Force, airport, and so forth, flying or traveling, travel agents and so forth. There is travel. There is a situation where you are going to be undecided, where you're going to take time out and just take your time and decide with all this money what to do and how to do it. And some of you might even consider traveling. So that is also a great possibility. All right, that is wonderful. So that's all synchronizing well. Everything is getting connected well. Now I'm going to take a few messages from the tea leaf deck, just one or two. So we got the one, you are going to be shining. The peacock is about shine, and I'll go through them again. Oh, too many. 1 second. Here we go. Okay, so we got too many, but I still have to take one from this part of this deck. So it can be just one for all Cancer. Oh, too many came on. Oh my God. I have no choice to take them all. Okay, so it does look to me like you are going to be shining and you are going to be feeling abundant, feeling lucky, all of that with the peacock. The peacock is about color in your life, happiness. But in some cases, according to the tea leaf, it says, beware of great pride. Don't let pride stand in your way. Sometimes when we get too excited, sometimes pride can get in the way. Wealth is imminent. We talked about abundance all over the place. Abundance, abundance, abundance. And abundance is to do with wealth. A lot of money is coming. A lot of wealth is destined for you. Now, the wreath shows sorrow over a loss. You could be grieving the loss of someone. This is also here. There is a possibility of grieving the loss of someone, because I do see this removal. There is some sort of grieving. I saw the Five of Cups, so sorrow over a loss. This could be the situation that's reaching an impasse. The dog is connected to a good friend, a loyal friend, someone born in the Chinese year of the dog. It's connected to November, someone standing by you, supporting you, and a very good friend or a family member or a loved one. The dog also is about, according to the tea leaves, it's pleasure with a close friend. Pleasure with a close friend. Okay, fireworks is about excitement. Some great news coming to you, really exciting. Could be about this abundance, excitement. Just like I said, there it is, excitement, according to the tea leaf too. Okay, the ink pot is about news, information coming to you that you have to read between the lines and take care of what you're reading. Find out if there's any clause, any issues that you need to, resolve before you buy a business or anything. So it could be about a written letter of some sort of news. According to the tea leaf, it says problems to be resolved. Problems to be resolved. Okay. Now, moving on to the next one, mountain. The mountain is about reaching your destination and overcoming all. Hard work is going to pay off big time, and major challenge to overcome, according to the tea leaf. So it might be major, but you are overcoming it. You are protected, and you are supported very much. Okay. Now we're moving on to the next level. And the next level is clarifying. Clarifications as to what's what and what's what, where is where. Now we're going to start from, we don't do this because this is what's coming. Let's find out why the Ace of Wands, which we know, this beginning hasn't started and you don't even see it because you're overwhelmed. But let's have a look at the Ace of Wands in reverse for all Cancer. Right, there may be an offer coming from someone that is Venus. And Venus is usually Taurus or Libra. There could be an offer. This offer could be to do with romance, could be to do with love, could be to do with beauty, can be about wealth, money, harmony, and it's an offer. An offer is coming. And you might decline this offer because Ace of Wands in reverse is declining. You're not ready. Maybe because you're in debt. There's debt here. There's karmic situations. There's contracts, and you've gone through karmic lessons and learning, so you might be a little bit reluctant and there's fear. So maybe you are declining this offer just for now, and then things are going to change later on. So you want to take care of yourself now and heal your emotional state, because emotionally you're not happy with the Four of Cups. Let's have a look at the Four of Cups for all Cancer. Yes, there is a lot of fear in you, my dear Cancer, a lot of worry, limitations, anxiety, wondering about the comfort zone. The comfort zone was a place where you were not happy, but you were just prolonging and just persevering. You've been overthinking, and there's a lot of negative outlook out there. When there's fear, there's always negative outlook. So what happens, there is going to be a renewal in your life, like we talked about, a renewal of life. That's what this is all about. A new life begins, a spark. Do you know what this is? This is the Ace of Wands, because it's a spark, and that's what this is. So there is going to be a spark, a new way of life, fresh start. You're rejuvenating, you're healing after a crisis, this crisis of the Tower. And your sacral chakra is going to be improving, your health is going to be improving, and something wonderful is going to ignite within you. So that's what's coming. That's truly magnificent. Now let's take on the next level, which is, let's see who this Queen of Wands is for all Cancerians. Who is this fire energy? Because this is someone very supportive. So let's have a look. Nostalgia. It's someone from your past, someone that you have been with or dealt with for the longest time. This person might be someone that's missing the past, and they've got to get over the past, so you're worried about them. Something about a past life soulmate. This person has been in the past your soulmate. This is someone from the past, your past life, and it's coming in your life. I feel like this is going to ignite you because you're a water energy. And you see here, we got cold and control. You might be dealing with someone, a water energy like yourself, that might be very, or even earth energy that might be very controlling. And, someone very observant, someone that's blocking, they're blocking their own emotions. They've got a mask on. They're never like, they might not be real with what they feel. This is coming to an end. You are meeting someone of fire energy. Have a look at your general reading for October, my dear Cancer, and see who the fire energy is. You will find out exactly who the fire energy is. Let's have a look at the Two of Swords. This impasse, something coming to an absolute end. Right, it's your higher self letting you know that it's over. One chapter of it, this is the World card. A chapter is completely over. Your higher self is trying to tell you all the time. That's what the two, this one is the Empress. No, sorry, the High Priestess. The High Priestess is your higher self letting you know something big's going to happen, a spiritual situation, timelines shifting, you're starting something new, a new chapter that you are going to be elevated to high levels, a new cycle that you are going to complete one, and you are going to be so fulfilled. There's travel, there's fulfillment, and there is success with the World card. So that is wonderful. And there's also travel. That's very important too. Travel is possible too. Now let's move on to, so this is a chapter that was ending. Let's have a look at your higher self and see what it wants to tell you. It wants to tell you that self-care is important. You've got to take care of your health. You can't let things slide. It's very important that you take care of yourself. Your energy is very low. That's why you're depleted. You need to cleanse. You need to spend time alone, recharge, and even go on a retreat or do something that will give your energy back, bring you back. It's very important for what's coming. It says retreat. Look at this. Both of these cards have retreat. You see that? There's a retreat here. And there's retreat here. The ending of this one and the beginning of that one. So you do need to take time out. And time out is needed. Because you're blocked now. You're unhappy. Time out. Even if you physically distance yourself from those around you. Or those that emotionally you're attached to. Just temporary, and do something for yourself and take care of your health. I feel like self-care is very important at this point in time, and all your doubts and fear is going to disappear. Now let's have a look at the Tower. What is being removed, or who's this person that might be removed? Wow, look at this. You see this person disappearing? Someone is being removed from your life, that's for sure. Maybe someone you felt rejected from, someone from the past. I feel like this was very challenging. You're missing someone. You feel like it's not enough. They're not giving you enough time. You feel like you're left out on the cold. This person has got fire energy in them, and they are a little bit controlling, but they are wonderful. And that's why you miss them so much. But they do reject you, not because they reject you because they don't like you. They do care about you, but they are overwhelmed. This is someone that is so overwhelmed that they don't even have time for themselves. They might be torn between family, work, and other factors. They might be having in their own business that they're overwhelmed. So they have barely time for their own stuff. So that's why it's not personal. Now, this is all about manifesting. The Ace of Earth. This is the Ace of Pentacles, which is all about prosperity coming to you, manifesting all your dreams and wishes and luck, prosperity. It starts, it doesn't stop. New financial start that gives you a lot of rewards and long-term security coming your way. This is all connected to luck. It's connected to the money that's coming, and you are going to be loving this new beginning that's overflowing prosperity coming your way. So that's truly magnificent. Now, the next level is, what are we going to do next? I'm just trying to think. Okay. The next level is, yes, I am going to take, now that we've done that, oh yes, I want 2 messages from this deck for all Cancerians. Let's see if you're reaching your destination. Are you reaching, well, distant thunder? You're clearing the air, that's for sure. You're clearing the past, I feel. And in the midst of that, you will discover that there is a hidden treasure for you, my dear Cancer. There's a hidden treasure, which is this money that's coming that you have no idea about. Look at this. Uncovering treasure. Beneath the surface lies great bounty. Beneath the surface lies a great bounty for you. So that's where the money is coming, that have no idea. It's unexpected, out of the blue. It could be an inheritance, could be a lottery win, or lotto play, the lotto. Play the lottery. You've got the lucky numbers. Just play every month, $5, $10, and don't stop until you win. $5, $10 won't make a big difference to your budget. It says distant thunder, great news might be coming from far, where they will clear the air for you. Finally, you'll know where you stand and what's coming next. Now I'm going to take 3 messages that will give us timing. Messages about certain things that you need to know for November and a little bit over. And we want timing with them. Starting with the first one for all Cancer. And it says perseverance. Just a little bit is left. Be patient, maybe 4 weeks. Everything is going to fall into place naturally. Just you need to be a bit patient. 4 weeks from November onwards, maybe even including November. A little bit of perseverance and you are going to get places. Now this perseverance is connected perhaps to this Sagittarius. There could be a Sagittarius here, very strong. This is Temperance card. Then you are going to have your stability without a doubt. Let's have the second one for all Cancerians. And it says rebirth. A new lease of life, a new beginning that we talked about. And it's happening within 16 weeks, 7 to 16 weeks from November onwards. Prepare yourself. You are going to be free. You are going to be healing. And this new beginning is bringing you healing and freedom. The next one for all Cancerians. And we've got spiritual career. You've been working hard on something that you had to pass. It was so difficult that you had to sacrifice. You had to go through so much pain and perhaps even conflict and not being appreciated. All that is over. Your spiritual career is done. This is a karmic career that you've learned, that you've taught those that you're working with. You taught them some lessons. You're being freed from this and transcending to high levels of peace and abundance coming within 6 weeks. Sometimes it can be 7 to 8, but I feel like 6 weeks, 6 to 15 weeks from November onwards, including November. So that is that. Now let's have a look at the Chinese cookies and see, is there a message? Boy, is there. There are, yeah, there's 2. Okay. A message I wanted to see if there's anything that they want to confirm, reaffirm, or something we haven't talked about. Well, we did talk about your health and now it's been mentioned again, and that's very important. Remember, self-care. 2 times I heard it, that you need to take care of yourself. It says an excellent time to start an exercise program or a diet. Many new friendships are on the horizon. Friendships are coming. So it's important that you take sort of some sort of a diet or exercise program. Care is required. Guard yourself against deception and be careful of making foolish mistakes at this time. You've got to be very careful with deception, especially when they said you got to be careful if you're starting a business. You just got to be extra cautious and take care of things and look at everything to make sure that everything is intact and it's all well and good for your highest good. So that is the end of your reading. I do hope you enjoyed it. It was very deep and a lot of information. Give me a thumbs up if you did and if it resonates with you, or either one. And please continue your support by watching 1 or 2 extra videos per week for my health. That means a lot to me and I'm in gratitude for that. I want to send you my best wishes, love, light, peace, and regards to each.